I always think of it that we put a plan, and I hate to say it, but if you do a financial plan, it's almost like it's obsolete when it's done, because not everything's going to work out the way that we forecast. But that doesn't mean that the tools that we have in there, in terms of how much we're going to save, what types of accounts to put them in, and what our goals are and what we want to work towards, we still do that. It's just the way we get there can change sometimes too.
Now, what are your best clients doing? Are they looking at it every single day? Are they talking to their family about it? Are they talking to their kids about it? Are they talk about the community aspect of once you have this personal thing that your best clients are taking action and continuing on the commitments they made?
So if we think about life planning, I'm going to give you an acronym for a second. So the process is called EVOKE. So I talked about that first meeting. That's the exploration meeting. The second meeting where I ask those questions is vision. And at the vision meeting, that's where we kind of create the vision as to what's going to happen, what you'd like to happen over the next 12 to 24 months, because life changes and some things you accomplish, you want to move on to the next. Some things will remain there forever. And then after that, we look at obstacles in terms of what can get in the way. And remember, when I talk about all these things, a lot of it's me helping you decide what those things are. I'm not going to tell you what can get in the way, and I'm not going to tell you how to fix it. It's really helping you think through and reason, what are these things that get in the way and what can you do to fix it? And then we get to the knowledge aspect where that's where we start to apply some of the techniques as an advisor. How much do you need to save? Understanding what your expenses are. All those elements of I do a lot of tax planning. I have a tax background, right? So what can we do? When I think of taxes, I always think about how do we lower our lifetime tax liability. I worry less about the liability in a given year and more about what it'll be over our lifetime. So the clients that are going to do the best are the ones that are going to be in contact and they're motivated. That really is a big element, right? We've created this vision. Now it's something that really matters to you. You should be motivated to do it. So now you're going to take those steps, and we're going to have conversations on an ongoing basis. How are you doing? Are you running into any roadblocks? Right? And we're going to check in on the financial side too, just to make sure that you remain on track. I always think of it that we put a plan, and I hate to say it, but if you do a financial plan, it's almost like it's obsolete when it's done, because not everything's going to work out the way that we forecast. But that doesn't mean that the tools that we have in there, in terms of how much we're going to save, what types of accounts to put them in, and what our goals are and what we want to work towards, we still do that. It's just the way we get there can change sometimes too.
Okay, amazing. Tons of wisdom here. So EVOKE, I didn't catch all of the exact acronyms, but I heard, the first is experiencing those three questions we talked about. There's vision, there's obstacles, and then there's some details with the finances, right? And then there's ongoing conversations. Could you real quickly just walk down the EVOKE? What do they each stand for again?
Sure. The first E is exploration. That's why are we here and what's your most fulfilled life look like? The second is the vision. That's where we ask the three questions. The third meeting is the obstacles in terms of what can get in the way. Then in the fourth stage, or the K, is knowledge. So that's where my background, my knowledge, my experience as a financial advisor help you devise a plan that can help you achieve that vision that we put in place for you. And then the last E is execution. Now we got to go out and do it.